Well, hey there, and welcome back to another episode of the Simple Pin podcast. If you've been following along with our podcast the last couple of weeks, you know that we've been covering this whole conversion idea. We've been talking about how people are building email conversions, how people are converting off their website, how people are converting off a video. And we took a little bit of that off ramp simply because we wanted to talk about something that was Pinterest adjacent, things that were supporting your business. But now we're going to leap back to talking about things on Pinterest and Pinterest marketing tips and tricks and things like that. So to start out and kind of kick back me being the one chatting with you, we're going to be talking about Pinterest ads. So most of the time on this podcast, I also talk about organic Pinterest marketing because the majority of people listening, they really tackle that realm, non-paid organic marketing. But I also like to talk every once in a while about Pinterest ads because I believe the two can be leveraged together to be really, really powerful. And in order to demonstrate that power, I want to tell you a story about a client that we're working with that 5x'd their sales with Pinterest ads. And as you listen to me tell their story, I want you to think about how this could work for you. How could you leverage Pinterest ads to get maybe not a 5, but maybe a 1 or maybe a 2x of your sales? So when I say that, what I mean is you put in $50, you get out 100, or you put in $10 and you get out 20. It's looking to just add a little bit of a bump to your marketing so that you feel like you can get ahead each and every day. If you're looking for help with Pinterest ads, I'm going to put that down below in the description. We have two options. One, you can hire us to manage them for you, or you can have us consult with you. So if you want to run ads yourself and you just want to take a little bit of time to really investigate, dig deep, and you want someone to kind of hold your hand, we can help you do that. So scroll down below and you can see those links below. Alrighty, so let me tell you a story. So our client 5x'd their sales in 60 days. And that sounds incredible. It sounds amazing. And everybody wants that. And I want to be cautious here because I think while things can be replicated, I certainly don't want to sell you this like snake oil of you're going to knock it out of the park every single time. And this took a little bit of testing, took a little bit of trying, and we found the perfect market fit on Pinterest. This client is a wedding fashion brand. So it kind of combined both wedding information as well as prom or even just really, what do they call it? Like classy evening wear, I guess is what we're going to go with. Anyway, that is a perfect fit for Pinterest because people are going to Pinterest to look for inspiration all around fashion. And it can be any range of fashion. It can be athleisure all the way up to this classy evening wear, wedding, or really high fashion, right? So you want to be cognizant first before you run Pinterest ads. Is there a market for your audience there? Are people actually already searching it? And what I assume, especially since you're listening to this podcast, is that you know that the Pinterest user already is searching for your content or your products. So the market fit is already there. The other thing that we encounter is that people say Pinterest ads sound really great, but do they work? And are they something you can just set and forget? All the things. So 1, they do work, but 2, you can't set it and forget it. So here's what made this campaign successful. Our client came to us feeling stuck. Their ad costs on Facebook and Google kept climbing, and their sales were just not keeping up. They needed a fresh approach, something that wouldn't drain their budget and would actually bring in buyers. So that's where Pinterest came in. Like I said, Pinterest is not like other platforms. It is this place where people go to discover, plan, and shop. Whereas Facebook and Google, they do some of that, but not as much, right? So on Facebook and Google, I can't gather ideas to save them to a board. It's really, I'm finding the idea and I might hit, actually don't even know how to hit save on Facebook. I do know on Instagram. So when I say Facebook, we're going to lump it in with Meta. I think you can save on Facebook somewhere, but honestly, I don't even know where to find it. The unique thing about Pinterest is that when you gather ideas, the natural habit is to save them because you find them so helpful and so relevant to what you're looking for. So for this brand, They needed to find these ready to buy customers at the exact moment they were looking. It was that they could save, right? So we have that, but they were also really interested right at that time. So instead of chasing buyers, it is getting in front of people, or I should say, instead of chasing them like, buy, 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 it's like, ooh, we're a perfect match. You're already looking for this. Here is our solution. So we built a Pinterest ad strategy designed to bring in those people with high intent traffic. I did a podcast last year with this guy named Barry Hott. That is actually his last name, Hott. And we talked about this idea of high intent and low intent. What that means is that Pinterest users have both. So if they are looking for anything related to wedding, let's say they are looking for a mother of the bride dress, right? They have an high intent to find that. But let's say they also see this amazing piece of jewelry that would match their mother of the bride dress. That is their low intent. They didn't come to Pinterest initially looking for that necklace, but they came looking for the dress. They're open to engaging in both. But the high intent traffic are those searching for exactly what it is they are looking for. And when we're working with this client, we're looking to take those clicks and convert them to sales. We're looking to take the person who's looking for a mother of the bride dress and go, we have the perfect option for you. See, it's here on our website. So we started with what's called smart audience targeting. We started with interest-based, keyword, and act-alike audiences so we could reach the right people. Then we wanted to get really good at our creative, our Pinterest ad, what the actual video or image looks like. And we did just that. We tested a mix of what's called static or standard pins along with video pins. When you're doing something like a dress or anything that is in the fashion space, people want context, and video adds context. So this allows people to engage with the content, the video, and then go to the website because they've already seen this dimension of the particular dress. So there's a lot you can do with both static and video pins. Next is we did strategic bidding. So we optimized for conversions without overspending. So we're not just throwing money at it. We're not like, you've heard this phrase, maybe I've said it, other people have said it. You can't fix a broken funnel with money. So let's say this website is broken. Hence why we've been talking about conversions the last little bit. We wanted you to think about how to optimize for conversions. Let's say all of that is broken, or you've never actually taken time to even think about conversions. If you are throwing money at this ad, hoping it will fix it, you are going to lose all of your money. We know that this website is already optimized, but we don't want to outspend or overspend. We want to optimize and strategically bid so that we know we are not going to overspend. So, for example, if I have this mother of the bride dress and it is $150, I know that I can spend on a certain amount of ads up to X number of dollars without overspending because I'm getting X number of conversions. It's a little bit of math here, but you can definitely figure it out. Also, I'm going to share with you a replay of a Pinterest ads workshop that we just did last month. I'm going to put it down below in the show notes or in the description. You can go buy that and watch it. It's in our shop. And this is specifically for people who are selling products. It is setting up your first conversion or consideration campaign. We do talk a little bit about catalog campaigns, but if you want to go deep, especially after you're done listening to this episode, go ahead and grab that below. The last thing we did is constant testing. Because Pinterest ads are not set it and forget it, we had to test multiple versions to see what performed best. We couldn't just grab this great Pinterest image, grab this great targeting and say, well, I guess we have the magic formula. You really don't know. And just so you know too, Pinterest ads take at least 2 weeks to optimize. So when you're running a Pinterest ad, you're going to be in it to win it at least 4, 6, 8 weeks because you're testing to see what's working and not working. But those first 2 weeks are really critical. A lot of people start them and they're like, ooh, is it working? Is it not working? You're not going to know for 2 weeks. So you just need to push the elevator music and just kind of wait those 2 weeks out. So again, we did smart audience targeting. We did a really strong creative that stood out and added in video. We did strategic bidding without overspending. and we were constantly testing. And you know what? It worked. I mean, I kind of didn't bury that lead because you heard it at the beginning. But within 2 months, this client saw a 500% return on ad spend. 500%. Their cost per click dropped by 30% and conversions went way up by 50%. Let's be honest, this didn't happen by accident. It definitely took ongoing management, strategy, tweaks, and optimization, which brings me to the real lesson here. Running Pinterest ads isn't just about putting money behind a pin. It's about knowing how the Pinterest algorithm works, how to test, how to adjust, and how to scale. I want to stop a moment here and talk about intentionality. This client knew what they wanted. They knew their target audience, knew how much they could spend, and was very intentional about the creatives they were putting out there in order to attract the right buyer. One of the number one questions we get all the time when we talk about Pinterest ads is budget. People always say, can I just put $30 a day behind a pin and start running ads because I hope Pinterest will quote unquote give me a boost? I would never recommend this for any brand. It is not intentional. It is not targeted, and there is no goal in mind. This is especially true for those who are ads monetized or affiliate monetized. A lot of people come to me and say the same thing. Can I do $10 a day just to get more ad income? It actually doesn't work that way. It's just way too hard to track. Many people before me have tried, and there's no way to game it out. The math doesn't math. So if you're going to run Pinterest ads, you need to have a goal in mind, not just throw money at the problem. And I understand when you need to throw money at the problem. There's a time and a place for that. Like when your kids are losing their mind at Disneyland, you're going to throw money at that problem all day long because you want to have yourself some fun. But we don't throw money at the problem of traffic with Pinterest. We don't just say, if I can throw money behind it, I'll get more Pinterest traffic. Or some people will say, I don't want to run Pinterest ads because then Pinterest is going to turn off more my organic traffic. There's a lot of myths and things out in the internet that are not true about Pinterest ads. One of the truest things you can do is decide if you want to run ads. Decide if you are going to put money behind it, and then come up with a game plan in order for you not just to execute on it, but to get the data that you need back in order to make a successful Pinterest ad campaign. So if this has inspired you, hearing this story of this client, and I'm going to pull the weight loss line that people say in weight loss commercials, results are not typical. This is not going to happen for every single person who runs Pinterest ads. But I believe if you are intentional, I believe if you set up a great campaign, you're going to get great results. So there's 3 options for you. 1, you can hire us to do Pinterest management. 2, you can hire us to consult with you. Or 3, you can go the full DIY route and you can watch our workshop all about setting up your first Pinterest ad to generate more sales. I'll leave it with this. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear about your experiments with Pinterest ads, things that you've tried, things that you've tested. What is your belief or understanding about Pinterest ads? If you are listening in Apple Podcasts or Spotify, we are actually having a lot of engaging conversation over on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hi, I'm so glad you're here. Comment down below in the comment section. Have you tried Pinterest ads? What has been your experience? What is your frustration? Let's really get the dialogue going. I check comments on YouTube every single day. It's a great way to have conversation. So go ahead and comment there, or you can comment on our website too. We check those comments too all the time. We are not using Instagram actively right now. So in the past, I would have sent you over there, but right now, we are most active on YouTube. You can find that by going to youtube.com and searching Simple Pin Media. Alrighty, thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to having this conversation with you and look forward to hearing about your success with Pinterest ads.